Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Junk Journal Studio. I am making today this super cute hidden paper clip. It's with two mailers. I made this one for my Autumn Wonder kit last year. I didn't quite finish it because I was going to do some tag toppers and stuff and maybe a couple of labels, but I just wanted to show you guys this one. So this will be our prototype. I really like it. It's the first one I made, so this time around I'm going to make some changes to it just to improve it a little bit. But I really liked it a lot, so I think it'll go really well in our journal. And of course, as you can see, any papers, book pages, digitals, it doesn't matter what you're using, you can make one of these. So hopefully you follow along. What I've pulled out for it is a 2-inch paper clip. A 1-inch would probably work. I think a 2-inch is just a bit stronger. 2 mailers with as big a window as like height wise or length wise as I could find in my stash. And then for the collaging of it, I'm using this freebie, which is on my Kofi page. And let's see, I'll collage with this. This will be the backing for inside the envelope and a bit of collaging on the front, and that's also a freebie. And then this is from my Love Always digital kit. So all the links that you would need for any of those things, should you want them, are in the description box. You're going to need a little piece of cardstock or file folder or something for your paper clip to go over and in between your envelopes. And then I just have a piece of lace to tie along the side, and then other than that we might just use a couple of fussy cuts, some flowers or a label or something just to do a bit of decorating, and that is it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is get our envelope ready. Now I want her to be on one tag and him to be on the other, and then when you put them in the envelope you can see them through the window. So I kind of picked my envelopes around that too, so that I could make sure that I could get a good portion of their bodies in there. And as you can see here, her head would be right here. And so we'll see her all the way down to there. And then the bottom of her is right here. And that's where we would want to cut our pocket off at, so that when we put her in, she comes just down and her head is sort of at the top of the window right here. So that's kind of how I measure it, and that's going to also determine how much of this mailer I trim. So I'm going to trim there, and then I want it to come up out of the pocket just, you know, a 1/4 of an inch or something, so we'll go with right there. So I will cut these together. Now I did pre-measure, and these guys are pretty close together, so to get 2 tags out of here it has to be pretty precise. And so the tag is going to be 2 1/4 inches wide, and the pockets are going to be 2 3/4 of an inch wide, so there's a little bit of room either way. So we'll cut the envelopes first. Just grab my paper cutter here. Hope everyone is having a good day today. It's Friday for me, and it's actually the second time that I'm filming this because the first time I have no idea what happened to my video, but it's gone, just gone. I have no idea, but that's okay. It's okay. So we want our pockets to be this way, and we want them to be that height. So let's just put them together because they are matching envelopes. We'll get that one first. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay. And then 2 3/4 of an inch wide. So 2 3/4 brings us to right there. Oops, didn't quite cut all the way through. I think I might need to change my blade on it. Okay. So that's those ready to go. So we'll work on the envelopes first, and then we'll move on to the tags. So we need it to be top loading. So we need to just trim off just a hair so that we can open up this end. That should do the trick. I also want just a little bit of a thumb hole in here. There we go. Just a tiny one. Perfect. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Put a backing on it. So I'm going to use this freebie right here. Actually, I think I'm just going to tear. I'm not going to use the paper cutter. We'll just tear. I wasn't feeling all that great, and so my wonderful, oh my, let's just trim it here then. That's not straight. My wonderful man went to the grocery store to grab a few groceries for us. So it was very sweet of him. Okay. So I'm just kind of measuring from there, and I can see the edge of the envelope. So I'm just coming in just a hair from there. Kind of try and get it somewhat straight-ish. Yeah, and so I'll actually just use this one for the measurement for the other one. Okay, hopefully that is good. Yeah. Okay. Trim off the bottom. Just up from the bottom of the envelope. And then this one. Perfect. And this one looks like it might be a bit wide. Yeah, it is. Needs to get a hair more off of it. I might have took a tiny bit too much off, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm just going to grab a glue book page. Oh, couldn't see them. Here we go. And I think I will use glue stick. Yeah, so the Love Always kit has been really well received. Getting lots of compliments on it, at how lovely and beautiful it is, and there's quite a few of you guys working with it right now, so that's really exciting for me. Thank you. I'm gonna have to really motor if I want to do most of this journal on screen and get it done before the 14th of February. So I think I'll try to aim to have 3 videos a week is what I'm thinking. And then might do a little bit off screen. We'll see. Perfect. So we're just gonna close it up. Just use a really super thin line of glue so that we keep as much of our pocket as we can. And then when I spread the glue, I'll spread it away from the envelope. Like that. rained here a lot yesterday, which is really unusual. It's been such a strange winter. It's like one extreme to the other. But now it's starting to get really cold, so it's really icy now because of all the rain yesterday. And then tomorrow it's supposed to get down to like minus 20 something. The warmest it'll be is like minus 12. Okay, perfect. So we got these ones done. And now for the backs, now we will do some collaging. Let's see. I really want to get this stamp and stuff in there. How wide is it from the edge here? We need, it's about 3/4 of an inch. We want it to come out just a little bit more. So it's like 14/16. And so you just measure yours to whatever size your window is. So I'll just get rid of the white first, I think. Oops. Yeah, I've got some really awesome videos planned for the next little while for my Love Always journal. And I've started working on the Spring Bounty Journal digital kit, which will be really huge, like my Summer's Bounty and Fall's Bounty. And so it's going to take me a bit. Here, what? Let's do this. We'll use that as our guide. So it needs to be yay wide. Okay, so I ripped the white edges off of our tag paper, and then I also printed this one off. This is also one of the freebies on Kofi. Link is down below. So this is what we will use to back the tag. Now, our pockets are 2 3/4 of an inch wide. I'm just gonna grab them here. So we want our tags to be a little bit smaller than that, so we're gonna go with 2 1/4. And we want the man on one and the woman on the other. So it's gonna be tight. Obviously a little bit of them is gonna get chopped off. I didn't actually mean to draw that on there. Okay, so 2 1/4 and 2 1/4 is 4 1/2. So here's our 0, here's 4 1/2. So if I try to center that, like right there, 2 1/4 would put us right here. So I feel like I need to come over a little bit more. 2 1/4. Yep, I think that's about right. So here's our 4 1/2 mark. Here is the 2 1/4, kind of in between, centered in between them, and then there's our 0 point right there. So that's where we need to cut. Right here. And then on this side, right there. And then our center point to make each tag 2 1/4 is right here. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, that worked out great. Okay. And then we want them to be, did I mark off the bottom yet? I don't think I did I? Let's see. Want her in the window, just her head just down from it. So if we chop off right at the very bottom of her dress and right about there. So if we put these guys together, because their heads are actually pretty much at the same spot. We need to trim just that little skosh off the bottom. And then right there. Awesome. And I think I'll round the bottoms just so you can get them in a little bit easier, and then I'll get a tag shape at the top. Go use this side here. You know, this doesn't work very well. I'm not sure if it's because it's not thick enough, because I know Margreth said hers is like that, so she has to trick it. Yeah, maybe. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. Does work though. It works. Okay, maybe I'll keep that piece of paper. All right, now let's just grab my card here with my tag top shapes. Suppose I can cut them together. Oops. Oops, kind of cut my card there a little bit. Okay, looking good. I don't think I'm going to put any tag toppers on there, at least not right now. I'm not. I was thinking about putting something on the back of these though. I have some of the fussy cuts from the kit that I printed at 2 per page so that they were a little bit smaller. We could put the little blue heart on the fellows, on the man's tag. Grab my distress ink here. I'll just use wet glue. There we go. Perfect. And then for hers, what are we going to put on hers? I have a bunch more of the fussy cuts and stuff from the kit in here. It's kind of a little bit of a disaster, but they are in here. Let's put this heart for her. Well, his head is, let's see, I think my glue is too thick on this side. Even though I put a thin layer, it just glued too much down. There we go. Perfect, no problem now. Yeah. Awesome, so there he is. And now for this pretty lady. Oh yeah, easy peasy. That's awesome. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to put our paper clip on. So it needs to be folded in half, and it needs to be a little bit smaller than our envelope, so it's just hidden underneath. So this is 2 3/4. So those together, 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 is 4, 5 1/2. So let's do 5 inches. So we take a 1/2 inch off. I don't know if that made sense. You'll see though, if you've not made one before. Okay, and then how tall are these guys? Just needs to be a little bit shorter than the pockets. Oops. And then fold it in half. Get my bone folder and get a good crease happening. Grab my paper clip. Kind of put it somewhere in the center there. I want it sticking out a little bit so that we can put lace, and you could even put ribbon bow, charms, all kinds of stuff. And then we are going to glue these on. I think I'm going to put the fellow first. I think I'll use Fabri-Tac too because I think it's a little bit stronger. And I'm going to put a lot of glue around the paper clip. Oh boy. Let's see here. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So I want to get the glue fairly close to the edge so that when you're sliding it on and off of the page, it's not getting caught on there. But at the same time, being careful that we don't get glue on our pockets and glue them together. Okay, let's do it this way. This guy would go on here. Yeah, so like that. Perfect. A little bit on the bottom and the top and the sides, and then flip it over here. Make sure we can't see the file folder. That's perfect. Okay, we'll just give it a little bit of a squish. Can actually even squish outwards. Oh yeah, some glue is coming out. Squish it out. So that it's really glued really well all the way to the edge. If that looked awkward, it felt awkward. It was. Okay, make sure it's really glued down well around the paper clip. And now we glue this side. Perfect. Oops. Okay, and we want to line that up with our pocket underneath. Awesome. And then we'll do the same thing with her, as we'll smoosh, oops, without moving her, of course. Let's see. There we go. Smoosh the glue outwards. And then give it a good press around the paper clip. All right, looking good. Let's see. Yeah. Looks awesome. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more distress ink now that it's kind of all stuck together. Just get all the edges. Awesome, looking good. Okay, let's decorate these a little bit. I was thinking about a white rose for the fellow. Yeah, that looks nice. There we go. And then for the little lady, maybe a pink rose. Oh, actually I had one in here. That would probably look nice. Where did it go? Oh, right here. I don't think I have a smaller one of this in here. No. Well, that looks really nice anyways, although it is a little on the big side. I used my other one. Let's see. I'll stick with that one, I think. That looks nice. It is fine. I'm actually going to print the page with all the Flower Fussy cuts. The one in the kit, and then there's the Flower Fussy cut freebie page as well. I'm going to print them all again at 2 per page just so I can get some smaller ones as well. There is small ones in the kit, but let's slide out a bit here. But tiny for those small little embellishments and stuff would be really handy. All right, that looks fantastic. Do we want anything else? No, I don't think so. I think that's perfect. All right. Let's tie on our lace. And all I did was I just literally grabbed a chunk. It's not even cut straight or anything. And it's kind of got a bit of a shimmery look to it, and it's super duper soft. So I think it's going to look good just as a rough kind of little tie on here. Just got to be able to poke it through. I didn't leave a ton of space in the paper clip here. Oops. Come in. There we go. Try and center it a little bit. A little bit more. Awesome. And then give it a tie. Awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's going to stick out the side of the journal. It's going to look awesome. Really awesome. Very happy with it. There you go, guys. Super cute. Yeah, he slides in there no problem now. And then for this pretty lady, yeah, I love it. Okay, let's grab our journal here. And it was in the second signature right here. So there we go. Looks great. Looks awesome. Okay, just grab a couple of pieces of ephemera from the kit just to show you. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It looks great. And then when we close it up, ta-da! Awesome. Yeah, we're going to have all kinds of ruffles and lace and stuff hanging out all over in the journal. Yeah, I really love it a lot. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.